Hey y'all, hey, it's me, Darlene. Hi, it's been a while. I have not been over here a stamping in so long. You know why, because it's been summertime and there's been so much things to do, and I've been working in my garden, and canning and all that kind of stuff. Hey Sharon, thanks for joining me. So yeah, I've just been busy as a bee this summer. I don't know. So it's finally coming on to fall. And so I thought I'd bring my bloom box over here to Janna's craft room and make a card today, because this month's bloom box, it's really cute, and I'll show it to you. I'm commencing to make a card here soon, but I had some stuff I wanted to talk to you about because I haven't been on here in forever. And look, I always like to show beauty tips. I'm holding this phone because Janna's got a new contraption since I've been here last. So I'm holding this phone while I talk to you, and then I'm going to put it up in this thing when I get ready to make a card. And so I like to do a little beauty talk, and then at the end, I brought a recipe in to share. So while I'm doing this, make sure you get something to jot this recipe down with. Mine, look at mine. Can you see how old this recipe card? It's turning all yellow and everything. But anyway, so my husband Earl, he's taking me to Chinese food tonight. I like that. And so I wanted to look extra pretty for him today. So look at this pretty thing I put up here in my hair. And then I got, look at my red lipstick. Do you think it's too much? Look, I put on this red apron. It matches. What do you think? I like it. I wanted to show you what it is in case you all like it too. It's this, looks like a crayon or something, like something out of the craft room, but I promise you I got it in the beauty supply section, but I don't remember where. But it says on it lip pencil, and it says J. Cats Beauty. That's what it says. And it went on. I hope I'll be able to wash this off at the end of the day. It went on real smooth and easy, but sometimes when that happens, it's real hard to get it off. And then I decorated up my glasses to match too. So anyway, like I said, I just wanted to pretty myself up a little bit since we're going to the Chinese place. I already know what I'm going to order too, but I can't. Oh yeah, I remember now. Mar-far chicken. I like that. Mar-far chicken. And the Chinese place that we're going to, you can order 2 things. Like they have this special, and it comes with super salad. And then you can just pick 2 things that you like. And I like that. I like that Mar-far chicken, so that's what I'm going to get. Anyway, I'm gonna try to put the phone up in this thing so I can get started making this card. I did a little bit of prep work so it wouldn't take so long, because like I said, I want to give you that recipe at the end. Did you get something to write with? Okay, let me see if I think I can do this. I think I can. I tried to practice. Let me see. There we go. There we go. Okay. I think that might work. I brought the iPad in here so I could look on there and see if I'm getting it right. So I'm going to look. Oh, yeah, there I am. Oh, look at my lips. Yes, I like it. I've been chewing me some red gum. Matches with all that red stuff. Okay. So if you don't know, look, there that is again. If you don't know what a bloom box is, Jana sells Fun Stamper's Journey. This is what it looks like. See, it says Bloom Box, Unbox Creativity. It's a monthly subscription, and every month you get this in the mail, and you get a full-size stamp set. And see, there it is, but some are missing because I've already got them on the block. This one's called Your Own Rhythm. Can you see it? And then you get these kits like this with all the fixings and pieces in it to make 4 cards. And you get an instruction book. But you need your own inks and your own adhesives and stuff like that, you know. But you get all the other parts and pieces to make the card. So let's get started. I like this. I don't have to think about it. It just, you know, it just comes and it's ready to go. I was going to put some clean paper on here, and look, I didn't do that. Oh well. It's okay. You know I'm in a craft room. Let me fold this. My goodness, it's been so long. So long since I've been doing this. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. I don't have it on the right card I'm making. Let me turn the page here and find it. This instruction book is so helpful. Okay, here we go. This one's going to go this way. I guess we may as well start with this part. Yep, I know what that is, and that, and this. Okay. So this color is white. Now, Fun Stamper's Journey calls that whipped cream. You know why. And I'm going to use this little thing. This is a little mini dauber. Mini dauber. And it comes with these sponge pads. And here's the colors that we're using. Pool Play, Citrus Cooler, Huckleberry Fusion, and Summer Days. And I'm just to use one of these different sponges for each different color. I think I'm missing a color. Rich Coral. I'm supposed to have Rich Coral on here. Let me see if, where is that? Here it is. I found it. Look how pretty that is. So I'm just to, what color should I start with? I think I'm going to start with Summer Days. It looks orange on here, but really it's kind of a yellow. I'm going to use this one. And I'm just to smooch and smear some of this on here randomly, and I hope I can do it right because, well, you know. Okay, I think I got it on there. Now this ink is nice. You start off the edge and you just blend around. See how I'm doing? I've been practicing with this. I'm getting a little better at my stamping. Jana helps me a lot, so I'm doing a little bit better with it, I think. I don't know, but I like this ink. I do. Okay, I guess that's enough of that color. But you see what I mean? See how that's yellow? But on here, it looks kind of orange. Alright, we did that one. Now what color should we do? Should we stick to the oranges and reds? I think so. Let's do Citrus Cooler. Oh, look, I don't like how that turned out right there, but you know what? It doesn't matter because this is just in the background, so it's going to be okay. I just don't like when I get those circles. I'm being in too big of a hurry. I need to not push down as hard, I think. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to say that's enough of that color. Rich coral, that's what I'm going to do next. Rich coral. Now let's hope I don't put no circle blobs on it. I'll try not to. Ooh, that color, it's pretty. It reminds me of my lipstick. It's kind of intense. Okay, that's good enough. I like it. Let's see. I think I'm going to do Huckleberry Fusion. Huckleberry, you know what that reminds me of? When I was a child, Yogi Bear and Huckleberry Hound were on the TV. I love that not commercial. It wasn't a commercial. It was a cartoon. What's the matter with me? But you know what else? My sisters, they were off in the army when I was little. I always thought my mom sent them away and made them go to the army, but she didn't. But that's what I thought in my mind. And I thought when I grew up, I was going to have to go in the army too, and I didn't want to. I did not. I did not want to go in the army. I was scared. But anyway, my one sister sent me home, or maybe she brought it home with her. I don't know. I was little and I don't really remember too well, but she brought me home a Huckleberry Hound and a Yogi Bear stuffed toy. They were big too. They were like big like that. I still have them out in my garage. I have most all my toys out in my garage still. They have been packed away all these years, and I'm kind of scared to look at them. They're probably just fine, but you know, I don't know. I miss all those cute cartoons because the cartoons now are goofy. And I'm not meaning goofy like Mickey Mouse kind of goofy. They're just goofy. Ooh, I like that color, y'all. Okay, maybe I'll put a little bit just kind of hinting around over here like this. I like that. Okay, I'm happy with that. I kind of like that. Okay. That part is all done. All done. I think I'll just set that aside and let that kind of dry, and we'll work on this. Now you want to make sure you have it situated the way you want to there. And there's this little piece here. This is like a pocket detail from a big triple pocket die that's in the catalog. Let me get some adhesive. Okay, but it looks like it's going to work just perfect for this project, and it makes a trim over here. Oh, look at that. That is just perfect, isn't it? Okay, let's just put some adhesive along the edge of this. I think that's the best way to go about doing this. We'll do it just like that. Now let me see here if I can line this up. Okay. Well, I think that's okay. Yes, I do. All right. Now this needs to go on the card. This is just going to sit down here centered on this card. Let me see if I can get it fairly centered. Well, okay. All right, that'll work. I like it. Now, the instructions said to, look what I did. Do you see that? The instructions said to put all them stamps on this great big block, which is a size F block. And you kind of just make one big old stamp. And then you stamp it right down there on the paper. So let's hope it works, because this is a one shot and done kind of thing, you know. I guess I could have put it on that pink thing, that pink stamping thing. You know what I'm talking about? That stamp positioner thing that has the lid on it. I can't think what it's called. I'm just going to ink it up real good and hope for the best. Alright, keep your fingers crossed, y'all. Let's hope this comes out, okay? I'm going to just sit it down here. Here we go. I'm going to sit it down and hold it and hope that that paper absorbs all that and doesn't leave any weird areas where it doesn't stamp. You know what I'm talking about? I think it's going to be fine. I really do. I think it's just, I think it's going to be fine. Let's see. Well, look at that. I think it's fine. I like it. I'm happy with that. See what I have here? I like this thing. Oops. Oops. I like it because it doesn't leave little fibers all over your stamps like sometimes the baby wipes do. I still use those sometimes too, but I like this thing. You can buy these at this stuff like this in the auto parts section at the Walmart. It comes in a big plastic tube, and you just get it and then you cut it into pieces about this size, okay? And then you can share it with your friends, because what do you need that many cleaning cloths for? Well, now you might, if you're doing classes at your house and stuff, you might very well love to have a whole bunch of these things. All right, that looks good. Now, let's do, maybe, let me see here. I think maybe I should go ahead and do this. It needs to be popped up. So I'm going to pop it up with some of these foam squares. Don't forget to get yourself a recipe card or something to write with, because I'm going to give you a recipe at the end. A real recipe for some cookies. Yep. Now, if you don't want a recipe for some cookies, you don't need to get anything to write with. But if you do, then you might want to be prepared. Okay, then you just pull these little paper things off. Anybody got any fun plans for this weekend? Earl has tomorrow off. A lot of times he works on Saturdays, but he has tomorrow off, and I don't know what we're gonna do yet. Something, I hope. Okay, and then we're just gonna pop this up right here on this. I don't remember if this is, what is this? This is Pool Play, this other blue cardstock here, Pool Play. And that's Huckleberry Fusion, that card base. Okay. Look at that. I like it. Okay, now we've got this piece, and look at this. Looks like music notes. Ain't that cute? And we got this. And I need to take off this trumpet, because we're going to stamp this on the yellow and cut it out. And this gets stamped with black licorice. Where'd it go? Here it is. Black licorice. It's not really licorice, it's ink. It's just called black licorice. I prefer red licorice myself. And I don't want none of them Twizzlers neither. That is not licorice. That's just candy. That's not licorice. It doesn't taste like licorice. It needs to be the real red licorice. Have you ever had the gourmet kind of red licorice? Ooh, that is the best. Where I worked, there was a candy man came in there and he had bags of that gourmet red licorice. It was the best red licorice in the whole wide world. Oh my goodness. I can't ever find anything like that in the store. Okay, where's the scissors? Here they are. We're just going to cut this out real quick. That's stamped on there pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. I like it. Okay. Earl, he was out doing some outside work yesterday, and he comes back in the house and he says, "Do we have flying squirrels here?" Well, I don't think we have flying squirrels around here. I mean, we have squirrels. I love them too. They're so cute, and I like to feed them peanuts. I buy peanuts. I love this set too, Sharon. It's really cute. Anyway, flying squirrels. I told him I'd look it up today on the internet, but I haven't done that yet. I need to look it up, but I'm pretty sure that we do not have flying squirrels in this neck of the woods, okay? But I could be wrong, but the reason why he thought that is because he was out there doing something by a tree, and all of a sudden he said a squirrel, well, he said something, he wasn't sure what it was at first, came running off the neighbor's roof and flew over and landed on the side of the tree, on the trunk. And he said it was a squirrel, and that the squirrel's body looked all flat, not like it had been ran over, you know, but it was flat and not round and fat like most little squirrel bodies are. And so he thought that it could be a flying squirrel because of the way it did that. And I said it probably just ran up there and jumped onto the tree. And I don't know why it looked flat, but I'm just pretty darn sure we don't have flying squirrels around here. But I don't know. I could be wrong. Okay, then next we're stamping just a note on here. Isn't that cute? And you could put whatever you want on the inside. You could say just a note to wish you happy birthday. Just a note, I hope you feel better soon. Just a note because I've been thinking about you. It could be just a note for whatever you want it to be. There we go. Just a note. Kind of makes a squeaky sound. Let me put the lid back on this ink. Okay, now this needs to just glue on here and not pop up. Okay, so I think I'm going to put my finger right about there just as a guide to tell me where to put my adhesive. I really had fun doing the background of this card. Now it makes me want to do some more like that. I like those colors too. Okay, now how far over? Right to there. It's okay, I can put it a little bit more into the card there. Okay, I like that. And now I'm going to use some little, look how cute these are. I'm going to use these little pop-up squares on this trumpet. I think I want one right there and one right there. This card is so darn cute, and look how fast it was to make it. I think it was anyway. I just gotta pull these things off the back. Okay, now this needs to go right on here. I'm just going to do it kind of like that there. I'm going to put it up kind of at an angle. I like it like that. Ooh, and then I get to put this pretty flower on here, and I'm going to give it some dimension. I got this out. This is just an old mouse pad. And this little flower, this flower is from, what's this flower from? They tell you here. It is from the Spring Blooms Minis die set. That's right, but they give it to you in the kit. I'm going to turn it over to the back side, and I got my bloom tool out because I want to do this. I'm going to curl it around. See how them petals are bending up like that? I watch Jeannie Bobish. You watch her? She is such a good card maker. I love her. Anyway, I saw her do this the other day. She made a beautiful flower card. And I thought, I can do that. I can curl up them flower petals like that. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, then you turn it over to the front and you do it right in the middle like this. And then that makes it kind of stand up like a flower. You see what's happening? I like it. Okay, there we go. Now, let me put this to the side. Now you're supposed to glue this sequin in the middle for the middle of the flower. I'm having a hard time picking it up. Let me get something. I've got a sticky stick. Look. Sticky stick. Okay? And you're supposed to attach it with your Journey glaze. Let me see if I think Janna's got a pin over here. I can poke in that so we can get that going. There we go. Okay, I think that'll work. Let's see. You just need to put a little bit right there in the middle. And then I'm going to do this and put the lid right back on there. Give me my sticky stick. And I'm just going to put that right there. Oh, that looks pretty. Okay, now I think I'm supposed to pop that up. Let's see what it says. Affix Journey Sequence Special Celebration to the center of the rich coral spring blooms mini die cut. But it does say to pop it up down towards the bottom of the tag. So I'm just going to do that with one of these cute little squares. There we go. I don't want to uncurl my flower here. Need to get that paper off the back. Come on, there it goes. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it was going to move that sequin when I did that. Let me get it situated back in the middle. There we go. Okay, let's put it on the card. It goes right down here like this. Oh, that's cute. I don't know. I don't want to get that. I can wipe it off, I guess. I don't want to get that Journey glaze on this thing, this tool. Let me get a... There, I'll wipe it off on a baby wipe. It'll be fine. Oh, and I forgot, there's this. This goes up here. Does it go over? Nope, it just goes over this panel right here. Like this. Let me shove it over this way a little bit. There we go. That's how it goes. Look, ain't that cute? I am just tickled pink with this card. I like it. I really do. This was so fun to do that background. Okay, are you all ready for a recipe? Look, maybe I didn't have it where you could see it. I think I had it too far up there. Can you see it? It just turned out so cute. I like it. I do. Okay. Let me pull this thing down so I can talk to you. I'll flip it. Oh, hi. Do you want to look at my lipstick again? I try to put it on so that, you know, my lips look fuller, because I don't want to go like them Housewives of Beverly Hills. Do you ever watch that kind of stuff? And those girls, they are always going and doing something to themselves. You know what I'm talking about? They're always putting some of that Botox in their lips, or getting something made bigger or smaller. I think you should just be natural. That's what I think. Are you ready for the recipe? Okay, it's for peanut butter cookies. Now, I know that's a simple thing, but I love my mama's peanut butter cookies that she used to always make, and if I asked her to make them, she would make them for me. But this is the recipe that she used. It's my favorite peanut butter cookies, okay? So I thought I would share all with you, and it's probably nothing special, but they were special to me. So write this down: peanut butter cookies. And here's the ingredients. Are you ready? Did you get a pen and some paper or a pencil in case you make a mistake? Are you ready? Okay. 1 cup shortening. You know, Crisco, that's what it calls for. 1 cup shortening. Hey, Ruby, how are you? I miss you, girl. Okay, 1 cup shortening. Mama loves shortening, shortening. Okay, 1 cup brown sugar. 1 cup sugar, regular sugar. You got that? So we got 1 cup of shortening, 1 cup of brown sugar, and 1 cup of sugar. I don't want to go too fast. 2 eggs, well beaten. 2 eggs, well beaten. 1 cup peanut butter. Now, you have a choice if you want to use creamy or crunchy peanut butter. I mostly just buy the creamy kind, but crunchy one's kind of good for peanut butter cookies. But I like the creamy. That's usually what I use. Yeah, okay. 1 teaspoon vanilla. You know what I've got in my cupboard? I've got Mexican vanilla. I do. A friend of mine went to Mexico, and she brought me back real vanilla from Mexico. And it lasts forever because it's in a ginormous bottle. 1 teaspoon is what you need of vanilla. 1 teaspoon of soda. And 2½ cups of flour. Okay? Are you ready for the directions of what to do? You need to cream the butter and the sugars. Now, on the recipe, it's saying butter. However, there was no butter. You know, I guess maybe you could use butter, but the recipe calls for a cup of shortening. So I'm going to say cream the shortening and the sugars. Here's what I think. I would do half shortening and half butter. Then it would give it that good buttery flavor. Cream the butter and the sugars. Add in the eggs, vanilla, and peanut butter. So you've got all your wet ingredients there. Now, in a separate bowl, you need to sift the flour and soda together. You got that? Am I going too fast? Somebody said something about my lipstick. Oh, thank you, Ruby. I know. I'll show you what it is, girl, when I get done reading this recipe. Okay, where did I leave off? You're sifting the flour and the soda together. Add to the wet mixture and mix well. Now, once you get that done, you got your batter all together there. You need to roll and shape, it says. Well, you know what? I have one of them little cookie scoopers. You want to roll it into a ball about that big. About that big, depending on what size cookies you want. Hey, Deborah Lee. Hey. About that big, okay, girls? Now, it doesn't say anything here about greasing your cookie sheet, and I don't think you probably want to, but mine's a non-stick, so I don't know what you have, but anyway, get it in the balls. I like to roll it around in sugar sometimes, but you don't have to. It doesn't say to do that. Then you put it on the cookie sheet. You dip your fork. Don't roll it in the sugar. Don't listen to me. I'm wrong. This is the part that goes in the sugar. You dip your fork in the sugar, and then you smash down the cookie and make crisscross. Make crisscross. Yeah, you don't have to put any. I don't think you have to put any grease on the cookie sheet. No. Crisscross your fork on the top of the cookie to make that design. And you bake them for at 375 for 10 minutes. Then when it comes out, you pull them off there and you put them on a rack, you know, to let them cool. Yes, this is the recipe my mom used, and I just wanted to share it with y'all because it's so yummy. These are my most favorite peanut butter cookies. That's all. $3.75 for 10 minutes, and I didn't write down on here how many dozen it makes, but it makes a few dozen, okay? And they're really good, and they are addictive. Are you a dunker? I used to like to dunk my peanut butter cookies in milk, but me and milk, we don't get along too well together anymore, so I just have to bypass that. You know. Okay, Ruby, I said I would show you what I look. This is what I have on my lips. Yes, it is. I'm going to tell you what it says. I got to get it in the light because I can't see. It's called the Big Lip Pencil. And it's made from, it's J. Cat's Beauty. That's it right there. J. Cat's Beauty. A coffee dunker? Well, let me tell you about me and coffee. I don't like it. Not really. I kind of like it a little bit, but not a lot. I was never allowed to drink coffee, and the coffee was on in the house all the time. It didn't matter morning, noon, or night. That coffee pot was going when I grew up, and that was the first thing when anybody came through the door that my folks was asking them, do you want a cup of coffee? But was I allowed to have it? No, I wasn't. It stunts your growth, okay? I was allowed to have tea. So that's what I like to drink is tea, okay? I like me some tea, but I like to go to the Starbucks and get me a white mocha or a latte, as long as it's got something in it besides just coffee. I've tried, Ruby, I've tried to like me some coffee, but I don't. I just don't. Not plain black coffee. And you know what else? It gives me some acid in my stomach. I get decaf. Even when I have them make me a latte, I say, oh, this is my order. It's real silly. And now I've gone to asking for coconut milk in my latte or my white mocha, because I think it doesn't bother me as much as the regular milk. So I go up and I tell them, I want a grande coconut milk, white chocolate, mocha, extra hot. That's how I like it, extra hot. If you missed the beginning, I showed my hair clip because Earl's taking me to the Chinese restaurant tonight. I'm gonna get me some marfar chicken. That's right. That's why I got myself all purdied up, and I wanted my lips to match these. Right there. And this is, I just think this is pretty. And did you see my earrings? Because I'm a star. Girls gotta be in fashion, that's what I say. In fashion. Alright, well, I got this card made and I gave y'all my recipe and we did some beauty talking. So I guess I'm finished. And I told the squirrel story about Earl and the flying squirrel. I'm going to go look that up on the internet right now because I really don't think there's flying squirrels here, like I said. Might have me some candy corn. I like it. All right, girls, thanks for joining me. It was so nice to have you here stamping with me, kind of virtually, you know what I mean. And I will see you again soon. Now that summer's over, I'm hoping to get over here and take over Janna's stamp room more often. Okay, bye. Y'all have a nice weekend now, okay? And don't do anything I wouldn't do. Bye.